Okay, so what can you tell us about this crash yesterday?
Yesterday there was a crash on 3rd Street near Abbey. Vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed went off the roadway and crashed into a tree. 3 people were declared deceased at the scene, 1 declared at the hospital.
What, do you know possibly what the cause is at this point, you think?
No, it's still too early in the investigation to get a cause. You know, there's a lot of follow-up that detectives are going to have to do to see if there was some kind of external cause that wasn't something that happened in the vehicle at the time, or a mechanical issue with the vehicle. We don't know.
And yesterday we were told 3 people in critical condition in the hospital. Do you know the status of them?
It still hasn't changed. I know yesterday you were told there were 7 people total. There are actually 8 people total. So there were 5 people moved to the hospital.
Can you tell us about who these people were? Were they related? I mean, kind of hearing they were, so are you guys able to...
It appears that they were related in some way. So it was a family that was in the vehicle. I don't know if it's extended family or close immediate family, but it appears that they were related.
And are they local?
Yes.
Lieutenant, can you give us the ages of the individuals involved?
49, 27, 12, 5, and 1 and 2.
And as always, if there are any witnesses to this, if they haven't contacted DPD already, would you encourage them to do so?
That's correct. Please contact the Dayton Police if you have any information about this, if you were a witness. Saw anything before this happened, the vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed on 3rd Street or other streets, because we don't know where this started yet either.
And this is a pretty busy street and pretty busy area that is to be traveling that quickly on. Would you agree?
I would, yes.
So
even on Christmas morning, there were cars out there.
Can you talk about what kind of car it was, do you know?
Yeah, it was a Dodge Avenger.
So there were 8 people in, I think that's what, a 4 or 5-seater car. Can you talk about the danger, even with little kids sitting on laps, things like that?
Yeah, that's why there's safety belts that are made and car seats that are made for little ones that need to fit properly in the cars. That vehicle is made for 5 people. It's not made for any more than that, to safely travel, especially when you're going to go high rates of speed. Unknown things can happen. You can count on yourself, but you can't count on that variable that's outside of you that you don't know about.
Any idea of who might have been driving the vehicle, Lieutenant, at this time?
The 49-year-old was driving, and I'm sorry, I don't have her name right now.
And as far as those ages, are you able to tell us at this point which ones are the fatals and which ones are the hospitalized people?
One child was fatal at the scene. The 5-year-old was fatal at the hospital. The 49-year-old and the 27-year-old both died at the scene.
So there's 1 adult still alive. And
there are no adults.
No adults still alive. The remaining children.
Any questions you have?
Okay, so anything you think is important to say about this crash, or just the dangers of driving that quickly and or anything like that?
Yeah, the speed limits are set up for safety. They're not set up because they want to impose penalties on you. And if you go drive that fast in a 35-mile-an-hour zone, you forget about the things on the side of the road like trees and RTA poles that are not very forgiving when you crash into them. So, you know, like I said before, you can count on yourself, but you can't count on somebody popping out from a side street or a mechanical failure in your car. That, you know, traveling at that kind of speed on this roadway is not safe.
How much over the speed limit were they going, do you know?
Our investigators estimate that they were at least double the speed limit.
And what's that, 35 right there?
Yes.